What's cooking, Bianconeri? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today we got a few things to run down. We're talking about Bonucci, Ligt, and Allegri all talked to either Dazen or JTV, giving their thoughts about the first exciting win of the season against Spezia and what that means for the club going forward, what they can improve on, etc., as well as Dybala's contract situation. We'll talk about that. Stick with us and we will fill you in. Yeah, ragazzi, welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, and we have your latest rundown of all things Juventus. Before we do anything, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already joined the channel yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Smash that like button as well, as it helps our channel grow and continue to be able to hopefully churn out more videos and more content for you in the future, and as well as getting you guys involved in the future. Also, going off of that, getting you guys involved, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't let us know yet, comment in the comment section down below how you became a Juventus. What's your fan story, if you will, of how you became a Juventus fan, how you got here, all that good stuff. We want to hear that. Also, if for some reason you're subscribed and you're not a Juventus fan, say you're a fan of a specific player, say you're a fan of an opposing team, something like that, let us know that as well in the comment section down below. I enjoy having you guys be a part of our community. Sometimes I like to hear some conflicting viewpoints as well, not just the pro-Juve one, if you will. So anyway, just let us know that in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and jump into it, what we have for you in the news today. Very first news story, let's get this one out of the way, the one we always do. But Calcio Mercato is reporting that Juventus and Dybala are getting closer to reaching an agreement for a new contract until 2025. Latest news that we had heard, and I know, let me get the joke out of the way, the meeting for the meeting to schedule another meeting to have that meeting. But it appears that now maybe this meeting and the contract agreement will come hopefully by the end of this month, early October. I think that was kind of the deadline that they had set, that they really wanted to get this all completed by, because I think Allegri has definitely communicated to Dybala that he is essential to the project that he wants to build here at Juventus. We will see if it gets done by then, but hopefully, more than likely, it appears now that contract might get done by the end of the month, this month. So in the next week or so, I guess week plus that we have left, stick with us. We'll see what we have going on here and if he ends up renewing by then. Let's move on to the other topics of the day, and that would be Massimiliano Allegri was speaking with Dazen Italia following the Spezia match and the victory that they have, the first victory of the season, first 3 points that the Bianconeri have been able to secure going forward, setting them up at not fifth place, I wish, 5 points overall in the table, moving up to 13th or 12th place, depending on how you do that, and see if maybe it changed by now. Anyway, what do we have here? Basically, he says, I don't have to wait for answers from Chiesa or anyone else. I see the players every day. They have the right qualities. He came back from injury with the national team. Tonight, unlike the other times, those who came on did well. Rabiot needs to improve the timing of his in-the-box runs and his shooting. He should be smashing the goal, and instead it seems as if sometimes he doesn't even prepare for the shot, which a lot of this I can agree with. Like I said, this is the show where I give you my opinions. You don't really give a damn about them, but here they are. Chiesa, yeah, he had injury. We'll see what I still don't fully understand what the knock was and what that situation was. It appears that his injury today, I think we got an update, seems to be non-substantial, but he may potentially still start from the bench against Sampdoria this weekend. But Rabiot is the issue that I want to talk about. My guy, you have potential and you have the ability. I don't understand what you are doing. If you watch him throughout the season, I talk about this every time on the channel, so I'll keep it short. He goes in fluxes every single season. Beginning of the season, he crashes down. He goes back up by the end of the season. Crashes back down to start new season. He just can't keep it that forward positive momentum going. He just keeps crashing to start the season. It doesn't make any sense, but he definitely does not know what he's doing. Once he gets inside the box, he panics. I said it was against Milan. He got inside the box, and then Tomori had gained and closed that gap with him, and he literally gave up on the play. He just tried to end up trying to draw a penalty there, which he did a horrible job at trying to draw it. Actually, I think he ended up being the one that drew contact with Tomori, not Tomori actually, I guess, causing the contact to happen. I don't know why I'm blanking on the word that I'm trying to use. Instigating, I guess. Anyway, And then when you watch Rabiot during Spezia, he had multiple opportunities to end up taking a goal, taking a shot. Does my guy know? Does he understand? And I'm not the guy to talk about technical expertise by any means, but if you play this position for a living, and you play, expecting to have some sort of offensive capability of scoring a goal when necessary, at least understanding the basics of taking a shot on goal. Have you even done that? Because I understand, obviously he has because he scored a few goals in the past, but I don't understand what he does. Like literally he gets in there and he panics and he skies it every freaking time. It gets skied out, not even in range. It makes no sense what he's doing. I'm sure one of those times he got blocked, but at the same time, it's easy to block because what he does has no power and no, again, the killer instinct that I think some players have, like Moise Kean has, and hopefully he will continue to exhibit that. Rabiot needs to have that because he does not know what he's doing. And again, like you said, he should be smashing the goal. Instead, it seems that sometimes he doesn't even prepare for the shot. He's just kind of, whatever happens, happens. And he just, Jesus take the wheel, if you will. Allegri then goes on to say, we won a hard-fought game. There are many things to improve. It wasn't easy to play with a clear head against a team that plays well and has pace. It was important to win. Thank goodness we won a game of suffering because otherwise we thought we didn't need anything anymore and we had become good. Instead, it was a good victory, especially important. My guy. Again, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I apologize. It was a good thing that we won a game of suffering. I mean, I guess it was good to prove that you can pull out a hard-earned win. But I'd rather you have pulled out a hard-earned win against a team like Milan, somebody who's actually competing for the Scudetto, not for Spezia, who is competing to not be in relegation. That's my personal opinion. I think you have to have higher standards for yourself as a club and as a team. And I understand right now you're not in a good position to really think you're better than any other teams, but your wages say so. The players you have say so. There's a lot of that just doesn't make sense to me. I hate the lowering of the standard. I don't like it when fans do it. I don't like when coaches do it. You cannot lower the bar when you're at Juventus. You should expect to win the Scudetto every year, or at least compete for it. I understand as fans, maybe we got a little fat and happy winning 7 in a row. 9 in a row. I think 7 is because I always go to that number before Ronaldo came. But winning 9 Scudetti in a row, and then you get fat and happy, you just expect it to come to you. No, it's not expected to just come to you, but you should be able to go out there and win it and prove that you're better than the other teams that are out there competing for it. And that's my personal opinion. Let me know if you disagree. And then I'll just tell you basically to do better. That's what I'll tell you. I'll tell you to raise your standards and not lower mine. And then the first part we said we won a hard-fought game. There are many things to improve. It wasn't easy to play with a clear head against a team that plays well and has pace. It was important to win, and yes, it was important to win. But I do agree that there are many things still to improve going forward. I think anybody would not think that the ship was righted after what we saw yesterday. Allegri goes on to say, we all need to take ourselves out of our comfort zone. Football is about sacrifice, hard work, and the will to get there. Coach speak, cool. We made a lot of mistakes with our last passes. We're also in a moment of non-serenity. 2 points in 4 games. It wasn't easy to play a game with a clear head. Yeah, that's you. There's no excuse for only getting 2 points in those games, but sure. We need to improve technically, make fewer mistakes. I demand more intention. With the ball, you need to focus to play the right ball. I can't. I got nothing for you guys here. I don't know what to tell you. This is coach speak in like that. It's just all it is. It's coach speak. Whatever you want to say. There's nothing I can really take from that outside of do better. They weren't in the right headspace. It takes hard work, sacrifice, nonsense. It's just generic coach speak, and there's not a lot from it. So at least we got a little bit something out of the first two. Let's move on to what Leonardo Bonucci had to say following the match. He was talking with JTV, and he said, the mentality must always be there. The desire to bring home results and not be crushed by the pressure. When you wear the jersey, you can go to a disadvantage. But Juve's strength has always been to believe until the end, fino alla fine. Potentially, we have something incredible to exploit. At the moment, it's a bit difficult because the results aren't coming. And so some of us may suffer a bit more, but we're all have to be calm. a mixture of like I said, coach speak, whatever, player speak, whatever you want to have, mixture of that and some truths and some important parts. And what Bonucci is saying, I think that is one of the more important parts. Is for leaders, for guys like Bonucci, Chiellini, the older guys, the guys who have been around, who have experienced victories, even a Quadrado, a player like that in there, to really instill the fino alla fine mentality in these players. That's one of the biggest problems with what we've experienced in the first 4 matches of the season, of the Serie A season, was literally you go up, either you go up and you just take it easy and you get beaten later, or you go down 1-0 like Empoli when they played Empoli and they went down 1-0 early and they were just defeated from there. They didn't believe fino alla fine. They did not believe in playing until the end and trying to win till the end. They just kind of quit, and that kind of shows, and it's really being exemplified when I think yesterday was the first time that they had ever scored a second half goal this season so far. In Serie A. They literally, thankfully they had 2 of them, because if they didn't, we more drop points. But yeah, thankfully they were able to score those 2 of them. But the first part of the season, not a single goal in the second half. They basically played for part of the first half, maybe a first half if they were lucky, and then they laid down and just expected either to win or just expected to let the other team roll back in, do whatever they want until they can get out of there. It's really important to teach some of these young guys about playing hard until the end. There's certain players like Federico Chiesa who will continue to do that, who exemplify this, but then there's other guys who don't fully get it yet. Let's move on to the final comments of the day, and that was Matthias de Ligt, and let's see if I can get that up here. There we go. He talked to Days in Italia as well, said, "We are Juventus and we have to win them all. Having only 2 points after 4 games is not like us. Now we have to start a new streak, starting with these 3 points. Game after game, I'm happy with today's result." So, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's okay for a player like him, I think, to be happy with the result because De Ligt actually played hard. De Ligt played well. He won. He had that the game clinching goal. So I give him that. He should be happy because he actually made the efforts to make it happen. There are other players I wouldn't be so kind to, but I would say definitely. I think and I understand. There's also a different way when you're a player of a team that you can't maybe say some of the things that I would say, or that some people would say that maybe use a little bit more harsh verbiage than I would. I think there's some things, players that have earned it who can say it. Chiellini, for one, who will go out there and just be like, yeah, we played like bleep. We need to get our bleep together. Try not to cuss so this thing doesn't get flagged and get out earlier than later. I'll save the cussing for the live streams. But anyway, overall, I feel like he's saying it in a nicer way, but I think it is important. To me, I would have said, and this is a minor critique, but when you say like 2 points after 4 games is not like us, you should really just say it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for Juventus to only walk away with 2 points in 4 matches ever. Like, I don't care who you're playing. It's never acceptable to only have 2 points in 4 matches in a season. And then he said, the team is very important. We are very united. Today we saw that even those who came on did very well, and this is important. I think this is an unlucky period. Now I hope we'll be luckier, but we definitely need to play better. I think it can be my season, but I have to improve day by day. I think it's normal that when you play below expectations, you get criticism. I'm used to it. Definitely you have to improve and grow. Some maturity there, I would say. I do like overall his maturity, and I said it for other people, so I can definitely say there's some coach speak used in here. What else is he going to say? But at the same time, I do like that he's saying that you get criticism. I get criticism. I'm used to it. I expect it. But definitely just to say you got to keep improving and growing. I like that. It wasn't just people are coming here being mean to me. I'm upset about it. It's annoying. These people are wrong kind of thing. It's like, I know I get criticism because I didn't play up to snuff. I didn't play up to par. Certain times, certain moments of the season, or the team overall, not just him personally, but all the other team did. I kind of like that. I like that he's, at least manning up and taking it and saying, that's what I kind of respect a lot about De Ligt as a player. And I really like him for the future going forward. Hopefully he will remain part of Juventus' team going forward as well, especially now that Raiola is getting his comments out there. He has to do it because he is, what he has to care about are not the teams. He has to care about his players, the guys he manages, and what's best for them going forward in the future, be it monetarily, location, yeah. anything else that I really want to get out of the way when it comes to this? You at least got your comments from there. Let me just read over that part again where he said, today we saw that even those who came on did very well, and this is important. I think it's an unlucky period. Now I hope we'll be luckier, but we definitely need to play better. One thing I really take from that is I hate when people use luck. I hate when you throw in luck out there. I understand you can say it with calcio, you can say it with American football, you can say it with basketball, you can say so many things where it's a it's a game of inches, it's a game of chance or whatever. And I'm like, you make your own luck for the most part. That's what I kind of say. You make your own, depending on how good you are, depending on how much effort you're putting in, you make your own luck. Mainly because I don't think luck. Not that I don't think luck is a real thing, but I think luck is. It's kind of a generic thing to say. It's a cop out. That's what I'll say overall. But I get what he's saying overall. Anyway, I'll stop. I have enough hot takes that I can share for later. So stick with us. We'll do a live stream later today. I'm talking about the game that was for Juventus, and I think the boys, hopefully at least Julian will. If not, hopefully Alejandro will join me as well to break that down. I hope you enjoyed everything that we had here. If you do, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Join our community, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you follow Bianconerizone at Bianconerizone on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter as well, and follow my boy Julian Gianotti at Gianotti151 also. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.